So, done these rocks, and underneath this, the undercolour was a sort of yellow. I was using up paint that was on the palette, so I just covered the whole of this in yellow. And what's lovely is we've got some of this lovely yellow coming through to give warmth to the sand. And in the rocks, you can see the yellow here. Now, what I want to do is just go in with my scraper and just gently pull out some of the paint. And then I don't actually have to do any more painting to these rocks because everything that's underneath will come up. Now, this is getting magnified on the camera. So quite interesting to see it like that. And if you don't like anything, if you do something when you're doing this, you think, it's not right, you can literally just go back in. Because you've got so much paint, the paint's on nice and thick, you can dab it away, you can push it back. But you actually don't need to do anything else to the rocks. Just by almost a bit like negative painting, you're pulling back. I'll go down there. And when you do this, you can really, if I hadn't done just yellow, I'm going to keep that along there. If I hadn't done just yellow, if you'd done some beautiful pinks and oranges and all the colours that you see down on the seaside, on the beach, you pull these out and you have no idea, what's going to come out. And that's what adds a little bit of interest. And you're picking up a light spot here, so that's going to push the other side back. And I can just turn it and just keep this. So come back out and you've got some rocks. And yeah, we've got a real big line there, which I don't want. So I can literally just go back in with my finger. Sorry, I'm missing it. And just push it back a bit. And you've got some rocks. Ages since I've worked like this with my photograph. I haven't held the photograph dear. I don't ever do, because you tie yourself in knots trying to copy, which is not what you want to do. You're looking, when I'm working from photograph, it's just to help the memory of the day, of what you remember and what you felt, and I don't ever try and copy the photograph. I just use it as a jump start. So it's not as accurate. I mean, these hills are trying to keep the hills accurate, because people tend to look for shapes on hills and then they can place it. But this is the light just hitting the top of this rock, and we'll go down and we'll do a little bit on this rock. And again, great, because it's the undercolour. It's what's underneath. It's actually doing all the work for me. Take that excess paint off, and we'll just pull back, and so you can see you've got some light hitting the rocks. And it's just done by scratching out. Take that bit away. And you can see, I'm not sure now there where we've got rock and where we've got sea, but we can, these little things you can sort out. Just do that. What I will do is I'll pick up some of the dark from here. And I'll pop it on there. Or I'll just get my brush and sort it. Yeah, so it just sort of shows you a little Hebridean number out of the blue.